All right, well, good morning. We're currently in the Jenner Truck at Queen Elizabeth National Park. And this morning we are just filming a bit of B-roll, just filming a few more animals. Right now we find ourselves, I don't know if I should call this a swamp or some sort of wetland. And we've just been listening to the sounds of nature. We've seen some hippos, which seem to be hiding under the marsh at the moment. But on camera you can see the buffaloes, and right in the middle of those two buffaloes is a hippo just enjoying the cool waters. It's just been raining for the last couple of months, so that partly explains why this place is boggy at the moment. And just looking around this ecosystem, there seems to be a vibrance of life. You have birds flying around, you have the green. At some point we will bring you some aerial shots just so you will be able to see the whole landscape. If you joined us yesterday, we had a beautiful time with a lioness that allowed us to see her four cute little cubs who put up a show for us. And today we will just be spending a bit of time just filming these buffaloes. It's the same team, myself, Jonathan Benaya, on camera C, and also doing a bit of narration. Behind the wheel is Moses, who is also experienced in the bush. So in case you do have some questions regarding this national park or the wild, we might be able to give you some answers as well. On camera A, we have Brian O. On camera B, we have Brian A. And on sound, we have Josh. So thank you so much for joining us. Please do let us know where you are watching from. As we said, this is reality TV as best as it can be. What we see is what we give you. The animals are not trained, so whatever we see, whatever our cameras see, is what you will be able to see on the other end of the screen. So thank you once again for joining us, and enjoy your time here. There's a hippo swimming through the water. Quite a beautiful sighting. So the internet today is slightly faster than it was yesterday, and we are broadcasting both on X, which I still prefer to call Twitter, and we are also sending a feed to YouTube. So in case YouTube is your preferred platform, just head over to the search bar on YouTube and just type in Jonathan Benaya. You should be able to get a feed there as well. And I think if you comment on the live chat, we might be able to respond or rather pick up some of those questions as well, and also potentially put them on the screen as well. So that's an option. Yeah, but for now we'll just sit here, just wait and see if this scene develops further. Potentially if any other wildlife comes to the waters to maybe quench their thirst or just take a sip. Yeah, maybe just to mention, Brian O is also doing a bit of multitasking, bringing us views from the sky as well. Just that you get a bit of that. They call it what? The God's view from above, or the bird's eye view. Yeah, so that's some aerial shots of the channel. It's not really a channel. I would call it a swamp or a wetland ecosystem at the moment. As I did mention yesterday, we are wilderness filmmakers. Yes, we do know a bit about the wild, but the facts of whether this is a seasonal wetland, we might have to ask the rangers when we meet them later on. So in case that's a question you did have, we might be able to respond to that maybe later on. But if you have any other questions, if you're watching on Twitter or if you are watching on YouTube, just feel free to drop them in the chat. We'll see how to get you responses where we can, and where we can't, then we'll probably try to respond to them in a consequent broadcast. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us. It's just about 37 minutes after the hour of 10 this morning, and we are out here in the Janet Track, the Queen Elizabeth National Park, which is a park located in the western part of Uganda. Kampala citizen, I guess that's Ibrahim Kayondo. Did you say you've spotted an elephant in the frame? We might have missed it. I don't think we've seen any elephants this morning.
I think he's asking if we have seen any elephants.
Oh, if you're asking, okay. We did see some elephants yesterday on the Kazinga channel. We might be able to share maybe a short clip of that sighting. As I did mention, we are filming a large carnivore story, but there's a lot of life out here in Queen Elizabeth National Park. So as we drive around, we come across elephants, we come across cobs, and right now we are sharing space with buffaloes, hippos, and some vibrant bird life out here. Yeah. Good morning once again, and greetings from Queen Elizabeth National Park, which is one of Uganda's more popular national parks. I do see Africa Jungle Safaris. You say it's great, it's from California. This is amazing work you're doing for the world, especially for the Uganda travel community. Well, you're welcome. As I said, we're just swinging it. We're just giving you a feed. I guess I could call them impromptu live broadcasts from the bush. So it's not like we are going to do any promises that we will be doing this continually. We are in this landscape, I think, till Sunday. So in case we come across any other, I guess, interesting sightings during our filming trip here, we might be able to go live again. But for now, this is just us letting you into our safari jeep and giving you a bit of that BTS, or call it behind the scenes. Yeah. And this morning we are just here watching this wetland, listening to the stillness of the birds as they wake up and put up such a beautiful bird song. And also earlier on, we were listening to the honking bassline of hippos. The buffaloes have not really made any sounds yet, but we'll just sit here and wait. Otherwise, thanks again for watching us, and guess continue to enjoy. I think I heard someone say that this brings the memory of the Okavango Delta in Botswana. Well, this is... Oh, there's some hippo sounds. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, this is Queen Elizabeth National Park, not the Okavango. So, yeah, one of the beauties that Uganda has to offer. So we are probably going to let this run for another 7 minutes. In case you have a question, in case you have a comment, just feel free to bring that through. But otherwise, just feel free to share the broadcast. I believe both Twitter and YouTube might leave a recording, so in case you want to come back later on, you should be able to rewatch the broadcast. And that should be the same for the broadcast that we did yesterday with the lioness and her 4 little cubs. Okay, Africa Jungle is saying very peaceful sounds, eh? Yeah, he did. It was really sound like, oh, we're getting a buzz. I don't know where that's coming from. Let's just try to fix that. Africa jungle, you're asking what birds could those be in the background? Moses, would you be able to identify?
Uh, well, I can hear some dove sounds, which would be the red-necked, the red-eyed doves. In the pool, I can also see some egrets and a few lapwings from the waters here. Yeah, those are spawing lapwings flying past us. I don't think you can see them on the screen, but I can see them right from our jeep. Yeah, those are some of the birds I can see around and hear up and about.
Okay, good. There you go. More hippo sounds. Okay, I think our time here is up. We will end the broadcast here. And we might do an impromptu broadcast again, maybe later this evening, or tomorrow, or in the coming days. So just keep an eye on the platform. We might not be able to tell you when and what time, what date, as we are, I guess, busy filming large carnivores here. But when we get a bit of time to, if I could call it, have a bit of time down, we will be able to bring you some sightings live and straight from the bush. And yeah, I guess that's your connection with the wild. If you do have any questions about this particular park, and maybe about the sightings that we'll be bringing you, at some point I think we'll have a ranger from Uganda Wildlife Authority who will be joining us in the jeep, and he will be able to share a bit more of that in-depth knowledge around the biodiversity, the conservation work they're doing here, and more. But as we sign out in a bit, I just want to make a shout out to the guys hosting us. That's Volcanoes Safaris. That's Volcanoes Chambura Gorge Lodge, and also to make a shout out to Kasani Safari Camp as well, and the awesome gentlemen and ladies at the Uganda Wildlife Authority who have opened up their spaces and just allowed us to film here. So for now, I'd like to wish you a beautiful rest of your morning. And if you are watching from, I guess, miles and miles away from here, it might be good afternoon, it might be good evening, and it may also be good night for you as well. So bye-bye for now, and hopefully we will be able to see each other again.